So, bali, this is a transition between the Old and the New Testament. Yung mga sumusunod at nandito for the whole duration ng Old Testament. So, napag-aralan na natin ang lumang tipan, the Old Testament, from Genesis hanggang, anong last book na pinag-aralan natin last time? What book was that?
Malachi.
It's not Malachi. Okay? Oo, hindi nyo na maalala. That was only 2 weeks ago. Nag-break lang tayo sa party ni Ma'am A. Okay, what was the book? Tingnan nyo yung mga libro nyo, notebook nyo. What is the last book of the Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible? Hebrew Bible. Hebrew Bible.
Your turn.
Wow, talaga kawawa. Sino dito last 2 weeks ago? Last week, 2 weeks ago. Ano? Thank you, Lord. Okay, Chronicles. Okay, so Chronicles. Ano ba story? 7 rounds. Huwag na kayo mag-worry kay Pacquiao. Panalo. 7 rounds. Hindi naman tinigil na lang. Okay, so okay lang yun si Manny. Pero ang focus natin every Sunday is the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay? The Lord, our God the Father, yun yung dapat iniisip natin. So, hayaan mo na yan. Papanood natin. Re-replay yan. Re-replay yan ulit. 7 round pa rin yan. Hindi yan mag-iiba. Okay. So, pinag-aralan natin at ang last na libro was the Second Chronicles. And naalala nyo kung ano yung last word dun sa Second Chronicles? Anong last word? It's in Greek, in Hebrew, ang tawag sa kanya ay Aliyah. Ano ibig sabihin ng Aliyah? Okay, Aliyah. Tingnan nyo, wala yung ano. Okay, see you again in Jerusalem. Pero ang pagsusulat dyan is, you are going up. Sabi nga natin, going up in Jerusalem, dahil ang Jerusalem is in a hill. So, pataas palagi. So, everybody that will go to Jerusalem, it is always referred to as going up. Aliyah. So, yung mga Hebrew, palaging magmi-meeting sila, and after the feast, they will say, Aliyah, till we meet again, okay, next year. So ito yung concept natin. And dito tayo ngayon sa Exile. Sa Exile. So, transition ito ng Old Testament and New Testament. At tingnan natin, I will run through, medyo bilisan ko lang, ang napagdaanan na natin from the Old Testament as an introduction to the New Testament. Nung nag-aral tayo ng Sunday School, may gospel tayong pinag-aralan in the New Testament. Anong gospel yon? Naalala nyo? Nung 7 miracles? 7 miracles of Jesus. Anong gospel yun? 4 na yung gospel. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Sige, guess. Where do you find the 7 miracles? I am the light of the world. Okay? It is the book of John. Okay? So, hindi na natin pag-aralan si John. We will focus kay Matthew when we go back sa New Testament in continuation sa pag-aaral natin sa survey of the Bible. So, we go back sa Exile. Saan nagsimula yung Exile? So, habang nag-aaral tayo, nakita natin na halos kalahati ng pinag-aralan natin sa Old Testament is about the Exile. In fact, ang prophets, pagdating natin sa prophets, we're talking about prophets before, during, and after the exile. So, puro exile. At ang New Testament is natapos na yung exile. Andun sila sa Jerusalem. But do they feel that they are in exile? Okay? Andun sila sa Jerusalem, but do they still feel that they are in exile? Yun yung malaking tanong. Kasi andun sila sa Jerusalem, they were under which government? Under Persia, under the Greeks, and during the time of Jesus, they were under the Roman occupation. So even though andun sila sa Jerusalem, they are still in exile. They still have to pay the taxes, okay, to the government under the rule or yung nag-occupy sa kanila. So, ang istorya ng Bible, if you read it, you will find that it's all about exile. It started in the Garden of Eden. Okay. So which country invaded Israel and deported the people into exile? First country. Which country invaded Israel? Dalawa lang naman nag-invade sa kanila. Una, sino yung yung nag-invade sa Samaria at tinapon yung lahat ng mga tao na taga Samaria? Okay? Okay. Ano?
Syria.
Basahin na lang sa kasi nailangan. Okay. Anong pangalawang empire? Wherein it conquered Judah. Sabi ni Brother Rodney. Ano sabi mo, Brother Rodney? Babylon. Okay, so review lang to. This is just a review. So, pag pinag-aralan natin yung Bible, in fact, ang context ng Bible is yung mga prophets that are warning them about the incoming exile. Tapos yung mga prophets during the exile, kung saan ay binibigyan nila ng hope yung mga tao. And then, yung after the exile, nung andun na yung ulit yung mga Israelites sa Jerusalem, sa Judah, at patuloy silang kinakausap pa rin ng mga prophets. Okay, so tingnan natin, kung maalala natin, yung mga books of the Bible during the exile. Okay? Basahin natin together, begin.
Exile, Jeremiah.
Okay, and? Esther. Okay. So ito yung during the exile. Yung after the exile, we have
Nehemiah, Haggai, Zechariah.
and last book of the New Testament of the Christian Bible. Okay, Malachi. Okay, si Malachi, the Latin prophet. Okay, si Malachi. And then we have the books before the exile. And the most popular one is Isaiah. And then we have okay, so ito yung context ng major and minor prophets natin. So dito makikita natin yung background ng Bible is most of the books are in the context of the exile. So, when we talk about exile, isa sa mga bagay na unang maisip natin is about the contract between man and God, or between God and man. And ang unang alam natin na kontrata, or we call it covenant, ay makikita natin during the time of the first exile. So yun yung Adamic, or Adam's covenant with God. And ang context niya, nung binasa natin, is in the Garden of Eden. And the condition is for Adam and Eve to stay in the garden with only one condition. Anong condition sa kanila? Okay, you can eat everything, but you shall not eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So yung condition is only obedience to one single rule. And alam natin kung ano nangyari doon. And nung kinain nila, what happened? That's the beginning of the story of exile. So ang Bible pala, ang tema ng Bible is exile. At ipapakita ko mamaya or ngayon sa inyo na hanggang ngayon tayo ay parte ng exile. We are pilgrims in this world. So ito yung malimit na word na ginagamit even in the New Testament. So mula sa time ng Genesis hanggang sa time ng mga prophets, sa time ng Israel, ang pagiging exile ay common na experience nila. And also, this is now our own experience. So what was the result of the breach of the covenant? So palagi, may covenant na ibibigay ang Panginoon, magkakaroon ng breach of contract. And ang immediate impact niya is they will be expelled, they will be evicted, they will be banished, they will be dispossessed dun sa lugar na ibinigay sa kanila. You remember, Garden of Eden was given to them. Kay Adam and Eve yung lupa. Eventually, pinaalis sila, and sino nga? Si Abraham was given the promised land. So doon naman sila, and then sa time ni Moses, bumalik yung mga Israelites doon, and then they were exiled again. So, ang daming beses na na-exile sila, pabalik-balik sila, hanggang ngayon. So hanggang ngayon, andun pa rin yung Israel. Andun pa rin yung Jerusalem. Bakit nagkakagulo ngayon yung Jerusalem? Kasi nirecognize ng United States na ang Jerusalem is the capital city of Israel. Alam nyo ba na since 1948, ang capital city of Israel is Tel Aviv? It is only the time ni President Trump na inacknowledge niya na yung tunay na capital city ng Israel is Jerusalem. Kaya grabe ang protesta ngayon na hanggang ngayon yung Gaza, the Palestinians will have nothing of that because they also claim that Jerusalem is also their capital city, the capital city of Palestine. Okay. So pangalawang cause ng exile is death. And that was spiritual death. At ang naging tema again ng kung kaya hindi nakakasunod yung mga Israelites sa utos ng Panginoon ay because of the problem of the heart. The heart. So ulit-ulit nakita natin yung tema na problema ng tao ay puso. Hindi problema si Duterte. Hindi problema ang mga yellow tards. Hindi problema yung si Trump. Hindi problema ng tao yung external na mga bagay. Anong problema niya? Ni-explain ni Pastor Balgus kanina. Ang problema ng tao is not outside of himself. It is not the physical act. But it is what is in his mind. What are his thoughts? Andito lahat ang problema ng tao. In fact, the expression ni Jesus in Mark chapter 7 verse 21, sabi niya, For out of the hearts, come evil thoughts, fornications, murders. So lahat, sabi niya, hindi dun sa pumapasok sa loob, kundi yung lumalabas sa tao, ang problema ng tao. And this is exactly, paulit-ulit nating tiningnan when we were studying the Old Testament. Talaga, inuulit sa kanila, problema nyo, kaya hindi nyo masunod ang Diyos is because you have a problem of the heart. And that problem of the heart will be addressed by the Lord Jesus Christ in the New Testament kung sa patuloy nating pag-aaral. So again, ang naging consequence ng exile sa kanila was death, spiritual death, and immediately after that, there is already the physical death, physical violence, and every thoughts of every heart of man was evil continually. Genesis chapter 6 verse 5. And this made God, anong sabi? And God repented. Okay? Nalungkot yung Panginoon dahil sa ginawa niya na tao. They were all, not following Him. They don't even mind Him. Wala silang pakialam. Walang Diyos. Walang Diyos. Yun yung acknowledgement nila. So, we have the great flood. So kaya dumating na si Noah, nagkaroon ng great flood. But eventually, after the flood, binigyan sila ng second chance. Okay, you go out again, the same command sa kanila, anong sabi sa kay Adam? Okay, kalat kayo and you multiply. Anong ginawa nila? Nagtipon-tipon sila sa isang lugar. Anong lugar yon? Anong lugar? Alam nyo kung anong lugar? Babylon. Nagtipon-tipon sila sa Babylon, nagtayo sila ng tower. Anong tower yon? Tower of Babel. And so, yung tower na yon, magiging symbol nila na para malayo pa lang, alam na ng tao yung trajectory kung saan sila dapat nagtitipon-tipon. Okay? So, doon sila nagpwesto ng exile nila, Babylon. And so, sinong tao nang galing sa Genesis chapter 12, sino yung tao na tinawag ng Panginoon out of Babylon? Anong pangalan niya? Okay? Genesis chapter 12, mga ano yan, mga susi ng Bible yan. Okay, si Okay, si Abram. Okay, hindi si Abraham. Abram. Okay, si Abram. So tinawag siya. Saan siya tinawag? Paalis doon. Sa exile place na tawag nila is Babylon. Kung makikita mo yon, na yung Babylon na yon, focal point pala siya nung exile ng tao. Yun yung nagre-represent ng kasalanan ng tao. That's why when you look at your Old Testament, saan sila itatapon ulit? Yung mga taga-Juda. Sabi natin, sa anong country ang nag-conquer sa Juda? Assyrian and eventually Babylon. Itinapon ulit sila, balik dun sa Babylon. And then Babylon became the image of the Antichrist. Kaya pagdating mo sa Revelation, anong tawag dun sa Babylon? Babylon Mystery Religion. So yung Babylon is a picture of an anti-God, anti-Christ religion. Yun na yung presence or yung ideya nila sa exile. So, Genesis 12, Abraham from the Ur of the Chaldees or the Chaldeans, pero sa simpleng pagtawag doon, that is Babylon. Okay? The Chaldeans is also named under the powers of Babylon. And we have the Abrahamic covenant. Alam natin kung anong mga promise na binigay kay Abraham. Ano? Muna, what did God promise Abraham? Magkakaroon siya ng lupa, magkakaroon siya ng nation, magkakaroon siya ng offspring. Ilang taon na nung tinawag sa Abraham, ilang taon siya? Genesis chapter 12, he was 75 years old. By Genesis chapter 15, patuloy pa rin yung promise sa kanya na wala na ng pag-asa si Abraham. Ilang taon siya? In Genesis 15, he was 99 years old. Sabi niya 15 years old na ako 25 years old na ako nag-aantay sa promise mo, Lord. Wala. Sabi niya, eventually, bibigay ko lahat na ari-arian ko kay Eliezer of, taga saan nga si Eliezer? Of Damascus. Siya yung mag-own ng lahat ng ari-arian ko. And then what did God said? Sabi niya, lika. Go out of your tent. Labas sa tent, si Abraham. Tumingala ka. Tiningnan yung lahat ng star. Mabibilang mo ba? Sabi niya, sino ba makakabilang ng stars? O kung hindi mo mabibilang, ganyan kadami yung magiging descendants mo. And verse 6, ano sabi doon? And Abraham believed God. Naniwala siya. And that belief was reckoned to him as righteousness. Yun yung liyabe kung saan tayo ngayon ay naging anak ni Abraham. Lahat tayo ay related kay Abraham on the basis of just him looking at the stars, because we are all Abraham's descendants on the basis of faith, the faith of Abraham. Okay. So, quick. Okay. So, we go to the New Testament. So, nagbabasa ka ng Old Testament, hindi mo maintindihan. Pinag-aralan natin, sabi natin, narrative. Madalas, pag nagkukwento yung Bible sa Old Testament, hindi niya naman ine-explain kung ang kwento niya ay tama o mali eh. Except sa ilang parts ng book. For example, sa Kings at saka Chronicles, wherein merong konklusyon yung nagsusulat. Sabi niya, itong hari na to, bad to. Yung hari na to, good to. So, merong pero madalas, no comment. Gumagawa ng istorya, pero walang komento kung tama o mali yung ginagawa nila. Kaya kailangan matingnan natin yung New Testament and then titingnan natin ang tinatawag natin na inspired interpretation. Mismo ang mga apostles ngayon yung nag-i-interpret ng Old Testament dito sa New Testament. Basahin natin sa Hebrews 11 verse 8. Begin.
With faith, Abraham obeyed his oath of ways to us and went out not knowing where he was going. By faith he went to live in the land of promise, as a foreign land, living in tents with Isaac and Jacob, heirs with him of the same promise. For he was looking forward to the city that has foundations, whose designer and builder is God. By faith Sarah herself received power to conceive, even when she was past the age, since she considered him faithful who had promised. Therefore from one man, and him as good as dead, were born descendants as many as the stars of heaven, and as many as the innumerable grains of sand in the seashore.
So, okay, continue.
These all died in faith, having received the things promised, but having seen them and greeted them from afar, and having acknowledged that they were strangers and exiles on the earth. For people who speak thus make it clear that they are seeking a homeland. If they have been thinking of that land from which they have gone out, they will have the opportunity to return. But as it is, they desire a better country, that is the heavenly one. Therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for He has prepared for them
a city. So, ang ganda ng outlook pagdating mo sa New Testament. Kasi sa Old Testament, ang binabalik-balikan nila, Jerusalem. Kaya nga sabi natin sa 2 Chronicles, Aliyah, we go up again, see you again in Jerusalem. Pero pagdating natin sa New Testament, hindi pala ganun ang hope ng mga Israelites, particularly Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, okay? The patriarchs, hindi yun yung pangako na tinitingnan nila. Andun na sila sa promised land at anong nakita nila? Wala. Bato. Jerusalem is a hill, a rocky hill. Sabi niya, ito na ba yung promised land? Diba sinasabi ng Panginoon? Ganun na ba yun? Alam mo, ngayon, pinag-aawayan natin yung mga spratly, kalayaan. Ano pinag-aawayan natin? Bato. Bato. There's no hope for that. Walang hope. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Thailand. Ano natin? Anong hope natin? Balik tayo sa Pinas. Kaguluhan ng Pinas. Traffic ng Pinas. No, sabi mo, sarap na sana dito sa Thailand. Puro naman baha. Hindi ka naman makapagsalita. Wala kang makausap na matino. Hindi mo alam kung saan ka. And you find yourself na feeling exile. Kaya yung mga Amerikano, iyayaman na nila. Sino yung mga nagpapasikat sa kanila? Yung mga Joel Osteen, John Mayer, Joyce Mayer. Anong promesa sa kanila? Sa atin, pag tinignan natin Amerikano, yaman-yaman na nila. Pero sa kanila, feeling nila, puro na puro sila. Kaya pagdating kay Joel Osteen, kay Joyce Mayer, sila? Yayaman at yayaman ka pa kayo. Hindi kayo magkakasakit. Health and wealth, prosperity, gospel. O, click pa rin sa kanila. Doon na sila sa Amerika, hindi pa rin sila satisfied. The America is the land of promise that is never satisfies. So kahit pumunta tayo sa Amerika lahat, alam mo, nung bata pa ako, yun yung ambisyon ng lahat na tao eh. Kaya lahat naging nurse eh. Barkada ko lahat, nurse eh. Andun sila sa Tati ngayon, sa United States. Tataka ka kung masarap dun, bakit balik ng balik sila sa Pinas? And they will say na magre-retire ako sa Pilipinas, sa traffic, sa baho, sa gulo. No? Because you cannot, hindi mo ma-realize, ito yung sinasabi niya, na kung ang promise ay isang lugar, ay makakabalik ka dun, ma-attain mo yun, but it is not. The promise is spiritual. The promise is something that God prepared for us. Ito yung ano niya, they are homesick for our homeland. Wala silang makuha. Because they're looking for a city that is prepared by God Himself. So, makikita natin yung kwento. Punta sila. Andun na sila sa promised land, lumayas pa sila. They have a self-imposed exile. Sino yung napunta doon? Kay si Jacob. Napunta si Joseph sa Egypt. Sumama sila lahat. Binayaan nila yung land of promise. Anong nangyari sa kanila? They were enslaved. And ang naging kwento is found in Exodus. So ano yung Exodus daw? Pabalik. Going out of exile back to the promised land. Yun yung naging kwento ng Exodus. And then you have the Mosaic Covenant, you have the Ten Commandments, na-recite ka na ni Pastor Balgos, na ito, sundin mo lang to, okay ka na. Sabi nga hindi mo naman masunod. Bakit? Ano naging problema? Balik tayo dun sa, sinabi natin kanina, puso. Puso. Kahit anong pilit na gawin nila, hindi nila masunod dahil ang puso nila ay bato. Kailangan ng pusong mamon. Okay, so kailangan ng pusong mamon. So ito yung naging So, the time na binigay sa kanila ni Moses, yung Ten Commandments, sinabi nila, you know what? Di nyo rin masusunod I know you are, for I know how rebellious and stubborn you are. Sabi niya, pero sabi niya, sabi binigyan na sila ni Moses din ng prophecy. You will be scattered from the most distant country in the world. Kalat kayo. Pilipinas, alam mo, daming mga Jew doon. Thailand, daming Jew. Kahit saan, merong Jew. Para silang mga Pilipino. Okay? Para silang Pilipino. Pero iba, kasi Pilipino walang pera. Sila ang dami nilang pera. Kaya lang, problema talaga sa kanila, but during those times, wala silang bansa. They have to go out of kasi lahat na lugar na punta nila, they are being persecuted. So pumupunta lang sila, pero pagdating nila doon, nagiging mayaman sila. And they will be again persecuted. Tapos aalis na naman, kung saan man sila pumunta, they will become successful, but they will be continually persecuted. Ang sabi ni Moses, sabi niya, there will come a time that the Lord your God will circumcise your heart. So yun yung nilulook forward. Na dito pala, this is the only way for man to be able to